If you've been following the wide-open 2008 presidential race and the flood of poll numbers coming in, you might be struck with a case of double vision. Let's go to our senior political analyst, Bill Schneider. He's watching this story for us. You're watching the national numbers, the national poll numbers, as well as the numbers in some of the early caucus and primary states, and I take it there are some real differences.
Yes, there are. You might say this campaign is operating at two different levels.
How are you?
We're seeing a split-level campaign. The national campaign is mostly about celebrity. Hillary Clinton is the best-known contender. She has a solid lead among Democrats nationally. But where there's a campaign, things look different, like in the early voting states. A new Los Angeles Times Bloomberg poll in Iowa shows a close race between Clinton, John Edwards, and Barack Obama. The poll also shows Clinton leading in New Hampshire and South Carolina, but by margins smaller than her national margin. If Clinton's rivals are going to stop her, they're going to have to do it in the early states. Then the national polls could suddenly change, as they did in 2004, after John Kerry beat Howard Dean in Iowa and New Hampshire. Rudy Giuliani's the national Republican frontrunner, with Fred Thompson breathing down his neck. Giuliani became a celebrity after 9/11. Thompson's a TV celebrity.
I have to sit back and read somebody else's scripts, cash somebody else's checks, and that's enjoyable. And I highly recommend it if you get the opportunity.
But the frontrunner in Iowa and New Hampshire is the candidate who's running fourth in the national polls.
I'm encouraged that in the states I spend the most time, Iowa and New Hampshire, I'm doing best.
Where there's a campaign, things look different. In South Carolina, Thompson's slightly ahead. South Carolina voters may recognize his accent.
It's good to be in a place where I know that when I talk, people can understand what I'm saying.
Where there hasn't been much of a local campaign, things look pretty much the same as they do nationally, like Florida, which has scheduled an early primary. A new Quinnipiac poll shows the national frontrunners, Clinton and Giuliani, leading comfortably in Florida. All the major Democratic candidates have signed a pledge not to campaign in Florida because its early primary violates party rules. That's good news for Hillary Clinton. If there's no local campaign, the national frontrunner is more likely to win. Wolf?
Bill Schneider with some good explanation for us as usual. Thanks, Bill.